Alright, this is the Nogri. I'm doing a replay review of a game I just lost. In this game, I did fairly well early, I think. Had a really high tempo and got Fizz ahead. Um, and I was being flamed by our ADC the whole game and made some really poor decisions because of being flamed the whole game. Um, and I want to try and identify where I went wrong. So next time if a situation like this happens, um, I can play better in the situation. Um, I played with her the previous game, and I played Jarvan. I played pretty bad because I don't play Jarvan. So at least at the start, she was fairly justified, but she kept it pretty steady during the game. Alright, so things starting off against Evelyn. Alright. Could have kited that better. That's slow killing one first, but it saved me a little HP. In the moment it was a decision, but I don't know. I probably should have just done it the normal way. It saved me about 150 health, but I don't think it was correct. I'm just doing a 3 camp. Alright, what do we see on the map now? We see Ryze is pushing Fizz in, we see our bot lane is pushing, and top is about even. So tells me I'm not really never going to be able to kill Swain. Well, not never, but my damage is pretty low compared to what he can sustain through. And Fizz is really the only real gankable target for me. I should be prepared to counter gank bot, however, because they're pushing so hard. I ping pretty actively on bot, but I'm not sure they were listening at all. Alright. So now I path down for the overextended Ryze. Alright, I get between him and his turret, so when he flashes, okay, I think I played that pretty well. Path up towards top. Okay, Eve showed, but he was fine. Neither of us have Electrocute. His Grasp, that's not that much healing. I don't think he has a passive proc right now, I think he just used it. So right now I'm looking for a fight, and he's pinging me back, so I listen to him. Yeah, he's way too healthy for me to take that. It's correct to back off. Alright. So I think that was correct. Maybe I should have done half this camp and came back top. The timing here is a little weird because he can't just ignore these cannon waves. If he does, he just falls way behind. So I can't go right as the wave hits. I have to wait until the wave is about half thinned. So he still gets the XP from it, but will miss a little bit of gold. So I think finishing this camp is right. Alright, now I path back. He's pressuring under turret. Alright, they ping me out, and I see he's leaving. So right now, what I should probably do is get out of this bush because it's most likely warded. Back, and then clear this and head bot side. I think that's the optimal play here. Because by the time I clear my raptors, my wolves will be spawned again, so I can get an efficient clear of raptors, wolves, Gromp, and that also sets up my next clear, because the camps will spawn in order of Krugs to raptors, so they're not spawning on the opposite end. So I think I'm just wasting time. The entire time between now and when I recall, I think is wasted time. So 342 is right now. Alright. I off to take this. I do have a smite chart, so I can heal up pretty well. I see Fizz is backing here, so I can't really do much. I still look for it here. Yeah, this is a huge waste of time. The reason I'm going for this is because the wave will push out, slowly but will push out. And I have this tunnel, a second tunnel, and my flash. So right here, Fizz way overcommits. With this wave, he should have waited until the wave was pushing to here, so Ryze had to leave his turret. Because by the time Fizz hits him, Ryze is already under his turret. So Fizz horribly misplayed here, but I shouldn't have been looking for this play in the first place. It was just way too inefficient of my time, because these camps have been up for a while now, and this Gromp I haven't cleared a single time yet. So I think it would have been much more optimal to not go for this play. So that was a full minute almost that I didn't get anything. Is that warded? Because I'm fairly sure that's not even warded. Let's see. Yeah, there's no wards in that bush. So if Fizz had played that more patiently, it would have paid off. But yeah, it's not worth it. And now I'm going for a play top, but I don't have my buy yet. I'm sitting on like 1,500 gold, 1,400 gold. So it's trying to kill a full HP Swain when I don't have any items. We do get his flash, so I should come back before he gets 6 would be ideal. I don't think I have time for that with how my camps are spawning. Alright, so I elect to clear wolves and down. So, decision making from this point, after I get Swain's flash, is what I'm interested in right now. Alright, so after he flashes, alright, so right now, I'm level 4, my Krugs are about to spawn. It's going to take me ages to clear him if I wait for it. Honestly, I think optimal is probably back and then do a full clear from top side, because my Raptors will spawn by the time I get back there. And that puts me on bot side with this Infernal Drake with items and hopefully ready to fight. I think that would have been better than immediately pathing down. Because see, by the time I got here, my Krugs are spawned. Path in, I opt to do a half clear, which puts me right next to them. Right now I'm really nervous about my bot lane, because they've been pushing hard this whole time and I haven't seen Evelyn hardly at all. So yeah, right now I'm coming down sitting on this pink ward. So I know they can't see me and hoping that Evelyn walks around this corner. Because with my bot lane pushed so far, that's the obvious gank. But she doesn't go for it, so I back off and go back to my blue. So right now I'm pretty tunnel vision on bot lane because they're pushing super hard and Evelyn should be hitting 6. She is 6. So I know I'm not 6 because I spent so much time in the river right here. Is she up in CS? Yeah, she is like 4 camps ahead of me. So almost a full clear ahead of me. So all that time wasted trying to get plays on Rise doesn't really help me at all. Looking at it compositionally, getting Fizz ahead I think is a fine choice. Because if we kill Lucian, then Maokai is just invincible. So my goal there is to get Fizz fed enough that he can deal with a fed Lucian. Or Lucian at any point, really. But it turns out that doesn't happen, but we'll get there. So now, she uses her level 6 mid, Fizz dies. Really all I can do is... Do I have a trinket? I should have dropped a ward. Yeah, I definitely should have warded in the pit after Fizz went down, just to make sure they're not doing it. Evelyn can't really sneak dragons very easily, but if Rise comes with her, he can pretty well. So now I go up and kill my top side. So I think it's right here that Maokai pings like crazy on Swain to come and kill him. Right now, I was thinking that there's no way in hell we kill Swain with my item buy. I just have blue smite and 1 longsword. There's no way we jump through a Swain ult. But I still cave to the pings and go for it. I think that's a really poor decision here. I think I should have gone down and tried to get vision on this blue buff. I don't know if she's on it or not, but I definitely think I should have prioritized getting vision of Evelyn rather than trying to go for this Swain. I guess I go mid. We do get him mid, and I get the gold for that. And I path all the way down. I was thinking of the later fight. So let's look at how I could have played disengage better. So I see this fight happening and I path down immediately. The ADC's going ham. Everyone's getting in on it. Alright, so I got here as fast as I could. My ADC is already dead. My support isn't, but she's She's still housing Knight. And I see both of these back here. Nami has enough mana for 1 heal, and Evelyn has enough mana for a full rotation. And did I see her ult? I don't remember. I don't think if I saw her ult, I didn't notice it. Alright. So she has ult right here. I'm on my way. Alright, I did see her ult. Alright, so I think I needed the flash if I was going to kill the Lucian. I definitely needed to dodge that bubble though. I think if I dodge that bubble, I clean up. So, let's see. And again, I think I have a trinket ward. I do. I needed to put a trinket ward in the brush. Let's slow it down a little. Alright, so I see my ADC go down. My support goes low. She uses her ignite. She dies anyway. I needed to put a ward in this bush. Because if I put a ward in that bush, I would have seen that bubble. As it was, I had no vision of it before I went in. So I actually think that ult, or I thought that ult was going to kill her, but ended up it didn't. And I just bail. So mechanically I had to ward that bush. If I warded that bush, I could have dodged the bubble, and then the only CC would have been Evelyn's Charm, which I had no way of dodging. But I think if I dodge the Nami bubble, I can kill her before she gets a good heal off, and then I have at least a chance. Well, then I can ult the Evelyn. So warding that bush is what cost me that play. Because I think going in on that Lucian was what I had to do. Because that was my only chance of keeping her alive, and she had enough mana still to at least put a shield or something on me. She got caught with the Nami ult, but... So I think definitely flashing on the Lucian was correct. Warding the bush would have let me kill the Nami, and then I could have gone toe-to-toe with the Evelyn. I might not have killed her, but I still had my tunnel to get back out. So I think that's what I needed to do. So I think that's my mechanical fix. Alright, so now I go back to clearing. I have plenty of health. I walked up a little bit further just so I could tell the Evelyn wasn't right here, because there have been times where I've gone back to clearing like this, and the enemy jungler just walks around the corner and kills me. So I wanted to stay burrowed a little longer with my tremor sense. See right there, we saw her pathing up. And I see her again right here when she hits this. She places that ward. Alright. Pings me. Alright, it was pretty greedy to go for that. She probably could have killed me. But it got me a decent back, I think. And I go and hold mid. This was really dangerous. Ryze could have definitely flashed on me and just insta-give me here. Yeah, I bail, but that's way too close. Yeah, I don't think I get to do that. I think if he was better, he would have just flashed on me and WEQ and I would have been dead. Oh, that's a cool interaction. It does if you do that. Alright, so I back, and what do I do? My last clear was super awkward. I did Raptors, then I killed mid, ran bot, killed the ADC, but then messed up that play. And then I cleared Gromp Wolves. So from here, the next camp that's going to spawn is right here. Swain is way too big for me to kill. I do have my warrior, and I do have a little MR, so if there's ever a time to go for him, it's now. But between Maokai and I, we just don't have the damage to cut through his ult. And so, going top is a mistake here. I think this is, when I talked about killing the Swain earlier, this is when it happens. So optimal probably is Krug's Raptors, look mid, and then try and fight for this dragon. See where I go. It looks like I am... Okay, I path straight down because I see they're posturing around this Infernal Drake. I fuck up again here. Evelyn... So right now I saw her go back, ramping the dragon, and they commit harder than we do. So he backs out for that. Then we have to run away. TP comes in. Alright, and right there I smite Evelyn. And that's huge. That doesn't lose the game for us, but it definitely doesn't help us. Right there. She eat through it, and my cursor was on her when she was inside it, and I smited her. Right there. I smite her because her outline's on top of it. Yeah, that's disgustingly bad for us. Alright, and I know I can fight her Rek'sai Jungle, so there's not really much she can do about it. But yeah. So that's another horrible misplay by me. And I think that partially happened just because I misclicked, and partially happened because I was watching the fight on the Rise up here. Because I was really concerned that Rise could walk up and not insta-get me, but get me low enough that Evelyn could kill me and then just take the Drake. So I was really worried about my positioning around Rise. So now that the play is over, I'm just kicking myself, so I'm not making good decisions because I missed that smite. Correct right now would be path to Gromp, I think, because Gromp is the next one to spawn. Maybe go help push box. We just got a bunch of kills. Lucian's going to be up, but yeah, we're too low to fight Lucian under turret. Yeah, and I'm in a super awkward spot right here. I don't think there's any good play. I think Gromp is actually too far away for the spawn. So if I path there, I'm just going to stand and wait. I think I have to path topside, clear these back, and then take these. That's pretty awful. Let's see when that Gromp spawns. As far as pathing goes, and efficiency, if by the time I get here Gromp spawns, it would have been better to go to Gromp. No, Gromp didn't spawn yet. So this was the correct pathing, even though it is super awkward and miserably bad. And I think I need to also get a ward or vision of some kind on Rift Herald now, because Swain is, well, not huge, but yeah, our Fizz is getting out-pressured pretty hugely. He's ahead in kills because I ganked him so much, but he's getting way out-pressured. Alright, so this is where he's pinging me like crazy, and I decided to go for it. We have no vision on Evelyn. So what could I have known about Evelyn's pathing from here? We know she died and ran immediately back to Dragon, because she was in Dragon when she stole it, and she had died just previously to that. So we know that all of her camps are going to be up because she died, ran to Dragon, died again. So if she's not looking to gank bot, then she would be clearing, maybe not Krugs, but she would be clearing bot side to top side to try and contest this Rift Herald. Because with all of her camp spawning, she gets the choice of wherever the hell she wants to show up. If she has to choose between ganking a Sivir Karma lane or ganking a Maokai, neither of those sound appealing to her. But Rift Herald's super nice. So her pathing would have been pretty similar to mine, where it's pathing up from Dragon to this side, but she would have gone directly to her Raptors and cleared up from that. So if she was thinking that way, she would have cleared Raptors, Wolves blue, and be topside, or in the middle of clearing this. So that means, with that reasoning, she would be on this side of the map. Now, the other option is for her to go down and focus on bot side. So, yeah, I guess it's a 50-50, but based on what's sitting on the map, namely the Rift Herald, she should be topside right now. Let's check Fog. She's topside, but looks like she skipped her clear on the bot side. I guess my timing's a little off. So she revived and just ran topside. Guess that makes sense. She takes her blue. We get him a little low, but not worth diving. Yeah, I way overcommit with that. and he just gets chunked down under turret. I almost get out, clip with that. So that's doubly huge because I was 3-0 at that point. So that gave a whole bunch of shutdown gold to Swain. I think that play, other than two misplays, namely not warding the bush bot and smiting her instead of dragon, I think this is my biggest mistake, going for this play on the Swain. One thing I am noticing is I've hardly been in her jungle this game, despite me winning early. If I can get on her, that is. Alright, let's go back to my view. So, when I spawn, I see this is spawning, so I come to fight for her. I'm pretty sure she's in my jungle here. Because where else would she be? Come around the corner, tunnel in. I see it's not there, but I see that on the mini-map, it's still alive, so I ward this and just smite it away from her. So, I already used my tunnel, so I couldn't go in on this even if I wanted to. My team ping's on the way. I don't know who that is, Maokai. Pings that he's coming, but I don't think there's any world where we would kill them anyway. You see Ryze? Well, we don't know Ryze is backing. He has enough mana that he could have come for us. Let's switch back to my Fog of War. There we go. So, right now, Ryze just pushed this into mid. He had a ton of mana left. So, and Swain had just proxied a wave here. So even if my team is pinging on the way, it's a pretty safe bet that they're going to get here first. So backing off from this is objectively correct, I think. So it's kind of worth noting that I can still fight Evelyn at this point because I picked up MR and a bit of health. So if it's 1v1, I can fight her. So I probably should have been in her jungle a lot more at this point. So now I'm just clearing down. It's fine. I had really greedy early clears where I just cleared one camp and then went for a gank because it was overextended, and I think I'm not looking far enough ahead for my gank opportunities. So let's take another look at the state of the game right now. So we look at it, Fizz is 3-2 and down a bunch of CS and way down in pressure. Our bot lane is ahead, but this Sivir and I have negative synergy, so we can't really make anything go 1 + 1 = 2 the entire game. She hates going for plays. That's something I noticed last game, is if I commit for anything, she used to run straight back to the turret. So, yeah. Looking bot, even though they're fed, is hard to do right now. Not just because she's flaming me, but because every time I've gone bot, this ADC in particular didn't work with me. I'm actually calling for a dive bot too, but they just won't go for it. Because right now I have flash, I have ult, and I just bought. Oh, no I didn't. I did a half clear since I bought. So I'm coming down here for a play. And so I'm looking for her to path by right here. That's where I think she's going to be. I still have my E, and I still have my flash. So my guess is she's going to path through right there. I probably walked over a ward right here. Let's see where she is. She just ran back off. I forgot just how much healing she gets. My support just runs up and dies. And now I'm kind of caught in the middle of everything with Fizz right here. I think we can come in and kill them, but Swain has TP and he's out of vision, and Maokai doesn't have TP. This is what I didn't take into account in this fight. Because if it's just 4v4 right now, on paper we should win this by a landslide. But Swain comes in, he kind of wrecks face. Because right now at this fight, I guess it's 3v4, but they blew a whole bunch of abilities on the support. So they used Culling, they used Wave, they used Last Caress. So on paper we should win this, even if it's 3v4, because they don't have any cooldowns and we do. So I think this would have been a fine play to go for if I'd kept track of the Swain TP. If Swain didn't have TP, this would have been fine. As soon as that TP goes in, I try to get out, but there's just nowhere for me to go. I tried to juke that, but there was just nowhere for me to go. I could have pathed through turret, I guess, but I don't think that would have worked out. And now is when she starts flaming me like crazy. Before it was a couple of lines, and now she just goes ham. But, so now they get first turret bot. Fizz gives up another turret mid here, I think.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So from here, the game just kind of snowballs out of control. I think Lucian ends like 17-4 or something like that. And I can't really build armor because they have 4 AP threats. So yeah, I think I'm just... From here on out, there's not much I can do. I gave up my early leads by fighting top right here, diving the Swain, and then dying to the Swain and the Evelyn. So that was the first major throw, and the second one was right there. Other than that, there were 2 mechanical misplays. I think that's pretty much the gist of the game. Obviously, there's going to be more mistakes as the game goes, but I think that's where we threw it. From here, I don't think we ever win convincingly another fight. So there's not really any point in reviewing it. So yeah, that's my review of my tragic loss. I guess I'll speed through it a little quickly. Let's see. Going for a play, get his exhaust and back off. There I got horribly outplayed. He preemptively flashed, and I still flashed after him. It was a pretty close window, but I just straight got outplayed. Yeah. Yeah, he just outplayed me there. I think Nami's strong enough right now, especially with Redemption, that I can't ever go 1v2 or 2v2 and have a hope of killing Lucian. Even if I had hit him with that knockup, I don't think I would have killed him. So I have to get the damage from my ult to finish him off, even if he doesn't have heal. And that's enough time for Nami's Redemption to come through and heal, and so my ult doesn't finish him. So yeah, I don't think I can ever 1v1 or 2v2 that again. To clear waves out.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, my team's trying to fight for Baron. I don't have Smite, and I'm pinging that like crazy. You watch the side when when Smite comes up like 10 times. So we go in, we just don't get to fight with the side. Because now that Fizz is dead again, let's see, Fizz is now 4-3. Yeah, I don't get to go back in and try and steal that. So now I'm just clearing camps. I have decent farm this game just because there's nothing else for me to go for. I'm never killing Swain. I can kill Ryze if he's way out of position. It's 1v2. He can 1v1 me. But if Fizz is there, we can kill him. I can't kill Swain, can't kill Lucian. I'm not tanky enough to face tank Lucian. I can tank Ryze and Swain a little bit because I have a decent bit of MR. I might be able to fight Evelyn, but they have so much map control, I never have a chance of getting close to her. I guess there's one more major play to look at. We kill Evelyn. Not here, it's later. We go for a Baron because Evelyn's dead. And my team kills off like 3 times. But I stay on Baron. So I think, let's see if we can find that. And then we pretty much all end up dying. Okay. I'm gonna find that specific play. there. No, that's not. Where is it? This is another misplay. Somebody's pinging like crazy to go in, so I follow their lead and flash for it. Yeah, and I dodge the stairs, that's fine. But yeah, this is just way overextending by me. I only did it because somebody pinged it, but it's still a misplay. And my team gets wiped out by this huge rain coming back in. So that's another mistake. That was a huge overreach. This is where I can't believe they don't get Baron. They go over for it, but they don't actually take it. Gotta show it back over here. So they're going down taking drag. We can't really contest this, so we just let it go. They're pinging mid. Alright, we see Evelyn. We actually know that's Evelyn. So this is where we catch her. We see her go in, and we get the chain CC. And now we ping like crazy to get this Baron. So I think getting this Baron right here is the correct play. We just killed their jungler at 26 minutes. It's not going down very fast. And right here, we all peel off, go for a fight. You get one. Alright, Fizz goes down. Yeah, I think they're right that we had to peel off here. We'll keep going on that Baron. What happened there? Why didn't Rise get knocked up? So we're trying to see what happens to Rise right here. So Maokai goes in on him, he knocks him back with Q. And then I try to get my knock-up on top of it. Oh, my knock-up went through first. So since my knock-up went through first, Maokai's knock-up actually cancelled my knock-up, and that's why Rise gets out. So I pressed W an instant too soon there, it's the only reason Rise lives. Okay. I guess that's another misplay. Alright, so now we posture up for a fight, but there's no way we can take it. So she goes in, she just gets popped, there's nothing I can do about it. She failed. And now we lose Baron? No, now I get popped. Okay. So, yeah, I go box, there's nothing I can do to contest that, but then they don't actually go for it. So, that's kind of crazy to me. So I clear that, and then I go back to there. Yeah, and I think now is when I have my huge misplay. Because I see them drop a pink right here, and I assume they're all going to clear it, and then they catch me right here and just kill me. So, what I was trying to do there was aggro Baron, Tsunami couldn't kill it, but what really happened is I stepped too far forward and they just killed me. Because I didn't have vision this brush. I have a trinket to check it. No, I didn't. I'm on a red sweeper at this point. This is a really hard one for me because I can't really just let them control vision completely. And my team was sort of close, but they just burst me before I could do anything. Now they just get this for free. Just can't really contest it. Fizz goes in to try and steal it. There's no way it's gonna happen. Now we just get caught and died. So what should I have done there when I got caught and died? So right here, I cleared vision there, so they knew I was there, and I had no vision of them here. I should have known from timings that they would be coming back here. I couldn't. I assumed one of them would be down trying to stop Maokai because Maokai had been bought for a really long time. Um, but it turns out they just catch and kill me. Am I guess I didn't wait for my team. I'm just a little bit too early going for this. I should have cleared that vision, then waited for Karma to catch up before I do this. Because if Karma puts an powered shield on me, I get out here. I think that's what I should have done. Rather than walking forward to Q this while they were hitting that ward, I needed to wait for Karma. So right here. So I clear this ward, I think that's fine. And then right here. I think that's where I went wrong. I should have waited for Karma, yeah. Alright, so that was impatience on my part. Especially with mid getting pushed in. Sivir's waiting for this wave, she's not going to come and help me. Yeah, that's definitely an overstep. Next time I need to be more aware. If we look at my vision here, there's nothing. I think maybe I needed to pink rather than stepping forward if I stepped around this way, because my tremor sense sees all the way out to here. So I would have seen they weren't coming behind me. If I'd walked around this way and replaced that pink in this bush, that would have also been acceptable, because that would have spotted them out and they couldn't kill me over the wall. So with the amount of lacking vision, and there's exactly 0 of them on the map, I don't get to step up like this. And that cost us fair. This fight. Then we get 2 inhibitors with this Baron.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Something I can't really step up here. You get a couple of catches, but this is way over committing on this rise. That chase we need to stop right here. I do the outplay here, but it's not worth it, especially because we should put these in first and pull off. He flashes for it, but yeah, that was just way over committing. Or way too far behind to go for that play. Getting it off of Rise is, in theory, incredibly valuable, but isn't worth it. We're trying to do damage to 12, there's not much. It's just fruitless fights, people are dying. Just trying to clear that mid. And now Fizz goes full retard. He's 1v5 and we die. I mean, can't really blame him. I guess he fed the last half of the game, but the game was lost at 20 minutes. So, yeah, 17-5 Lucian right now. I think he gets another triple before the game ends. So, yeah, major mistakes. Didn't ward the brush even though I had it. Went to try and kill a full health Swain when I had no items. What else? Missed my smite. Overstepped vision. So I think those are my main takeaways. Mechanical misplay, didn't ward the bush. Mechanical misplay, missed my smite. Decision-making misplay, tried to go and fight a full HP Swain when I didn't know where Evelyn was. And even if I knew where she was, that wasn't a great idea. If we had a high damage top laner, like if we had a Tryndamere, that might have gone differently. But yeah, not with Maokai. Because we can lock him down for ages, but we just don't have the damage to cut through his ult. And then not respecting vision. Because they weren't on the map. I knew they knew I was here. And my team wasn't caught up to me yet. So yeah, those are my takeaways. That's how I go through and review a game.